Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I've got a few prepared words I want to share, and then Kelly will follow me, and then Nathan. Through all the things that Kelly and I and our family have been through, we've learned that the most powerful thing is an engaged community. And when a community speaks with one loud voice, we can get change done. But you have to be willing to speak, and you have to be willing to be engaged. And the first step of doing that is simply voting. Just vote. You have the right to vote, so vote. If you don't like who's running, let them debate, learn from them, but vote. Otherwise, you don't have the right to complain. I had the opportunity to meet Nathan when we were going through this whole process that Kelly and I went through. And we contacted Nathan, and we had never met him before. We contacted him through a mutual friend. Didn't know what I was going to encounter. I had never sat across the table from somebody that was in a public office before, and so I wasn't quite sure what I'd run into. So I interviewed Nathan. And what he shared with me, he shared that he was committed to protecting children, and whatever it took, he would do. He said he'd always be straightforward with us and communicate clearly. And he also said he'd stand shoulder to shoulder with us regardless of what happened with the law. So if the law hadn't passed, he'd stand with us if we had to go to the initiative process. Well, being one that naturally doesn't trust, especially in these circumstances we were in, it was great to hear the words, but I really wanted to see the actions. And what I saw, I saw that, first off, Nathan listened. And it's a great skill to have. Nathan listened to everything that we had to say. He worked tirelessly. I don't know where he gets his energy. I know he's a young guy, but still, I never had what he has at his age. And he probably worked close to, 70 or 80 hours a week on just our project alone. He always carried himself with the highest level of integrity. Not once did he look away from us. He always shared exactly what was occurring and stayed straight truthful with us. And probably the most powerful thing he did, he was able to connect all sides of the political spectrum through his ability to build teamwork and cohesiveness to be able to get our law passed. So with all that being said, I'm very pleased to endorse Nathan Fletcher for mayor of San Diego. Kelly?
Good morning. I'm just going to add a little bit more to what Brent had to say. Endorsing Nathan Fletcher for mayor of San Diego is something that I do with great respect for both the man and for the office that he seeks to fill. I've never been more acutely aware of how important it is, both as a citizen and a parent, to ensure that the people that we vote into office are a reflection of what this world needs most. And that's honesty, it's integrity, it's compassion, and it's leadership. Clearly, Nathan possesses all of these qualities. And as far as I'm concerned, America's finest city deserves nothing less than what Nathan can bring to this office.
Thank you. It's there are a few people out there I have more respect and appreciation for than Brent and Kelly King. They're two people that have a undescribable strength. They have a tremendous compassion, and they have a grace and dignity that you won't find anywhere else. Over the last 2 years, we became really close, and their endorsement of my candidacy for mayor means a tremendous amount to me personally, and I'm very humbled and honored to have their support and to be here standing with him today. I hold him in absolutely the highest regard. I know that we will be close for the rest of our life, and greatly appreciate their help and assistance. So thank you both. Thank you, guys. I think we'd be happy to take one or two questions.
Nathan stood up and fought for something that was so essential and critical, not only to our family, but to the community. And we feel equally committed and dedicated to fight for the causes and the best interests that Nathan has for this city. And he's our guy.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming.